Hey everyone, it's Danielle here. I haven't made a video in a while and I've been feeling the itch lately, so here we are. There's not a whole lot for me to do right now outside of my work, so I thought I'd get back into making some videos, even though this is super informal, obviously. Like, I'm not wearing makeup. I mean, I'm lucky to have showered. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know that I had Achilles tendon surgery and it's a very long recovery. It's an arduous recovery. It takes a lot of psychological, emotional, and physical effort to get through it. Um, I haven't walked for about 3.5 weeks at this point. I have a knee scooter. I can't shower by myself. I can't make my own food most of the time because it takes like two hands, and I have to hang on to my scooter with one. So there's a lot of stuff I can't do. So when I'm not working, I'm just kind of bored. So when I came home to my parents' house to recover, I didn't really bring a lot of perfumes home with me because I just, for some reason, thought I wouldn't be wearing them. But then I remembered that perfume is a source of comfort for me. And so I've been buying a couple when I find good deals. So here's a very informal video of me sitting here in a chair with my foot elevated with some of my recent acquisitions. Now, the first one I'm going to show you, this is not a topical video at all. There's like no theme to this video. It's just me showing you some recent purchases that I've made. This one I purchased before my surgery at a cosmetics company store. Now, I've always really been a fan of Origins. I'm a big fan of their copper product, like their face mask and whatnot. So I got, here's the box, Origins Ginger Essence, Sensuous Skin Scent. Say that 3 times fast. So I smelled this at a cosmetics company store and I had to have it. If you're familiar with the scent of Paul Mitchell's Awapui Wild Ginger Shampoo, this is it in a perfume form. It's really fresh and gingery, and actually I'm not wearing anything right now, so I think I'll spray some on. You can get pretty heavy with this and it's not going to be offensive. It's really fresh. It's pretty. I guess men could wear it, but to me it seems kind of feminine. You can really pick up the ginger, but there's also kind of like a fresh floral element in it too. I really like it. As you can see, I've actually used more of this than I do most of my perfumes. So, I just kind of wear this when I'm not going anywhere special, when I'm just relaxing, or when um, it's a hot day and I want something refreshing. It's a cool bottle, really pretty. The cap is good. The sprayer, the atomizer is really good. I think it's a high quality atomizer. And it's a skin scent. It's not meant to be heavy. It's meant to be light and accessible and inoffensive. So that's my first suggestion to you, if you can see that. Origins Ginger Essence, even though I did it backwards. Ginger Essence. Okay, that's number one. I brought that home with me. That's the only perfume I brought home from my apartment when I came home from my surgery. I'm going to use my knee scooter as a counter here. The next purchase I made after my surgery was one that I've been watching for a very long time, and I actually found it online for a pretty good price. Tom Ford Rose de Sheen. I actually just heard this is being discontinued. I saw it on Lucky Scent and a couple of other places that I think they're going to keep making Rose de Russie and Rose d'Amalfi, but for some reason they're discontinuing this one, which I actually find to be the nicest of the whole series. So Rose de Sheen is kind of like a spicy, rosy floral. Um, typical Tom Ford packaging. Ignore my nails. Again, I don't really care much about my appearance right now because I can't go anywhere. I go maybe I go somewhere once a week, maybe, and it's usually to a doctor's appointment. Um, although my parents have promised to take me out of the house to go shopping on Thursday, so super excited about that. So Rose de Sheen is obviously a rose fragrance. It's powdery. It's a powdery rose. I didn't actually read it as powdery when I first smelled it, but it's definitely a powdery rose, very light and inoffensive. Lasts a while on the skin. I've heard this from a few other people as well. Good longevity, good sillage. It's just a pretty, it's prettier, I think, than the others. I really like Rose d'Amalfi, but it didn't stay on my skin at all. And Rose de Russie, I didn't like at all because I don't really like leather fragrances. So Rose de Sheen was the one for me, and I was happy to find a good deal on it. So it is now part of my collection with my other 19,000 Tom Ford fragrances. Next on the list is one that I got from a friend. I'm a really big fan of Van Cleef and Arpels. I have Orchid Vanille, and I also have California Reverie, both of which I like. I actually brought home a decant of California Reverie. So when I saw that my friend was trying to sell his bottle of Neroli Amara, I bought it from him. So this is Neroli Amara, and I love Neroli. Neroli is one of my very favorite notes. As you probably know, and as I've talked about on my channel before, Neroli is a scent memory for me. My my grandmother, wore 4711 for a really long time. And so if you see a picture of my collection, you'll see I have a huge bottle of 4711. So I love to wear it when I'm fresh out of the shower or when I'm going to bed or just relaxing. So I tend to take a chance on any and all Neroli fragrances, including Neroli Amara. And since I'm already a big fan of the Collection Extraordinaire line from Van Cleef and Arpels, I decided to take a chance on it. It was a pretty good chance, though. So when you smell it in the bottle, it smells like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue to me. On, it smells like 4711 until it starts to dry down. Then it smells to me like Encre Noir. Now, bear with me for a minute here. I couldn't figure it out. I kept feeling as though I was smelling somebody wearing Encre Noir, and then I realized that it was this. And I looked at the breakdown of notes on Fragrantica, and I discovered it has cypress in it. And to me, cypress is Encre Noir. Like, I dated somebody who wore Encre Noir, and it smelled a lot like that. And I have a feeling it has to do with the cypress, which is fine. It's a different kind of fragrance. I'm actually thinking about layering it with something else to see how it works, but I do like this. It's a really fresh, citrusy fragrance, as you would imagine it would be with neroli in it. I like it. It's very fresh, inoffensive, very unisex. And it's a great summertime pick. So I recommend you try it if you can find it for a good price. And again, the longevity is great because the longevity from all of those Collection Extraordinaire fragrances tends to be really good. So Neroli Amara by Van Cleef & Arpels. Next on the list was a real, as my dad would call, mitzia, okay? So you have to have a Jewish dad to know that word. This is something that I found at TJ Maxx. Now, keep in mind, I really don't do a lot of rack store hunting. If I happen to be at a store and they have fragrances, I'll look, and if I see a good deal, I'll buy. I got my mom to take me to TJ Maxx, and it's like being a teenager again, truly. I can't drive because it's my right foot. The last time I had surgery, it was on my left foot, so I could drive. It was challenging because I couldn't get the scooter out of my car, but I could still drive once in a while. So I found at TJ Maxx Truly Gracious by Kate Spade. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of most Kate Spade fragrances. I think I liked Twirl a little bit, but overall, they're pretty generic to me until this one. So I met Truly Gracious, and it was sealed, so I couldn't smell it before I bought it, but it was $20, so I figured, what the heck, if I don't like it, I can always sell it. This fragrance, I've already worn it. Like, I bought it last week. I think I've worn it at least every other day since I bought it. It smells amazing. I'm not going to lie. It's a $20 fragrance, and I feel like I would reach for this over a lot of my other more expensive fragrances. It's a green fragrance, a green floral. You know what it smells like? It smells like, you know, when you get flowers and you cut the stems off of them to make sure like they're fresh when they're going into the water. It smells like that. It smells really green at the start of it, and then it smells kind of lilyish and floral. So it starts off like hyper green, which I was worried about because I don't really love green fragrances most of the time, but it's a really clean, creamy, floral green, if that makes sense. I mean, I wish I was better at describing it. I'm just not. But I think there are lily notes in here. There's bamboo as well. It's really nice, super inoffensive, really pretty, and very clean. And the longevity is surprisingly good. If I spray it on in the morning, I can still smell it a good 8 hours later. So, Truly Gracious by Kate Spade, a winner. If you can find it at your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls, make sure you get it. I think it's pretty feminine though, but again, who am I to judge? Last but not least, oh no, I have two more. Sorry. The next one I bought, I've been trying to get into Le Labo for a while, just because, everybody's doing it. So it's kind of like, everyone's doing it. So I felt like doing it. So I found a trusted and known, um, like legit seller of Le Labo online, and I went with it. And this person had Lease 41. Now, if you know me, you know that I love lily fragrances. One of my favorite fragrances, if not my all-time favorite, is Bezebolle by Cartier. I'm working on the French. I've been taking Duolingo French lessons, so fingers crossed it helps someday. And I had tried a few of the other ones. I think I tried Bergamot 33. Maybe I tried Rose 31, but I don't like I think there's like the cumin in it that I didn't like. I tried the neroli one. It was kind of nondescript for me. But then I saw this one, Lease 41, and I had a feeling it was going to be a safe blind buy. And it was a safe blind buy. So this fragrance is loaded with creamy florals. So it basically smells like you just stepped off of a plane somewhere tropical and you start to smell all of those beautiful floral aromas in the air. Definitely lily in here. I think also some jasmine. Um, it's not it's not offensive in any way. Like, you know how a lot of times white florals can be super offensive. But this is not. It's creamy, but you have to be really light with this because I put on a spray on my neck and one on each of my arms, and it was definitely overpowering. So it's creamy white floral, really inoffensive. I think if you like florals, it's a very safe blind buy. If you do not like florals, you will hate this, so stay away from it. But I'm really excited about it. It's my first Le Labo, and hopefully I'll have some more at some point. But again, I was actually kind of sad because everyone talks about it, and I didn't really find any that I liked. I didn't really like Another 13. Um, I don't think I liked Santal 33 either. I think it was okay, but it wasn't anything that blew me out of the water. Um, so Lease 41 it is. And last but not least, for my recent purchases, I have some more coming on Friday. God help me. Is a tester of Vayne and Naive by Nishante. Now, if you know me, you know that I love Nishante. I wear Nanshe a lot. I like to wear Ani. I did sell my 100 Silent Ways because I wasn't really wearing it, but I do like them as a fragrance house. I think their quality of fragrance is unparalleled, and I love their bottles. So this is the bottle of Vayne and Naive. This was on my radar for a while for a couple of reasons. One, because I love the name, it resonated. Um, and I finally got a sample from Lucky Scent with a purchase last week. What did I buy? I just bought samples. That's the first time I've ever purchased just kidding. I also bought a bottle of Fox in the Flower Bed to have at my parents' house because I like it that much that I was willing to buy a backup bottle of it. I think maybe I don't know if I've ever reviewed Fox in the Flower Bed, but I don't have the bottle with me and I'm certainly not going to get up to go get it right now. But Fox in the Flower Bed is beautiful. It's exactly what they meant for it to smell like, which is beautiful alpine air, a meadow on like a 60-degree day in the sunshine. It's refreshing, it's beautiful, and it smells suspiciously like something else that I've owned, but I can't remember. I think it might smell to me like the Imagine Love fragrance that Bath and Body Works had back in the 90s that they no longer make and that you can buy for like $200 now. Um, anyway, I got a sample of Vayne and Naive and I really liked it. So this is an ambery, floral, fruity fragrance. The longevity is really good. I wore it a couple of days in a row. The notes in here, because Nishane always puts their notes on the bottom. Bergamot, jasmine, plum, raspberry, rose, cedar, amber, patchouli, benzo, and tonka bean and musk. So I'm definitely smelling the I don't really smell the bergamot just on the sniff. It definitely comes out though when it's on your skin. I'm smelling the raspberry, rose, and the plum though. And then the dry down is really ambery and actually kind of coconutty. It actually veers coconutty. So if you're looking for something that smells kind of rich and warm, but not offensive, you could definitely wear this in the summertime, even though it's got some warmer notes in it. Really pretty fragrance. I feel like it's more feminine, but I could see a man wearing it too. So that's it for my recent haul. I actually just purchased um, a bottle of Nishante Atomic Rose. God help me. Jasmine des Anges by Dior, because I love the Maison Dior line. And a bottle of, I think, Vanilla Crumble by 4160 Tuesdays. And those are hopefully going to be here by Friday. So maybe I'll make another haul video this weekend. I also got a really good deal on a bottle of Menthe Fresh because I've been trying to find a replacement for Comme des Garçons Sherbet Peppermint. So if you can find one for me, an acceptable replacement, I'm on board with it. So that's my recent haul and my entry back into fragrance making videos. Again, apologies for the rather toned down appearance. I don't really ever go too far out of my way to get dolled up for videos. It's not really that important to me. If you want somebody who's dolled up, you can watch somebody else. This is all about practicality and my passion for fragrance. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, got some new ideas for fragrances to use, and thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. Have a good day. Bye.